Hello, hello. Happy Saturday night, everybody. Hope your Saturday was awesome and not too busy for the weekend. Let me get the comment pinned and I'll tell you what I'm going to be working on tonight. The key word is patch. So if you type the keyword in, you will get a list of all the supplies that I'm going to be using, as well as some other links that you might want to take a peek at. So I couldn't really decide if I wanted to do something else for Halloween or if I wanted to go fall. So why not do both when you can't decide? So I've got a 5x7 double-sided box spring. And on one side, we're going to put Boo Y'all with the cute little ghost on it. And on the other side, this is our Autumn Phrases Trio. It is a crisp breeze and autumn leaves, thankful and blessed, and you're the pick of the patch. So these are the two transfers I'm going to be using. And the colors that I'm going to be using are Papaya, Shimmer Harvest. That's still one of my favorites right there. That is so pretty. And our Bright White. I do want to give that white a stir. Make sure the consistency is like I want it. You want the consistency of like yogurt or sour cream. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the consistency you want. I know a lot of people don't mind working with it if it's a little thicker. I personally don't like to. That's just personal preference. Since we're working with a wood surface, we are going to wax it with our surface wax just to protect our transfer. We don't want it to stretch. Doesn't take a whole lot. Just put a little bit on your paper towel and just rub it all over your surface. And then go back and kind of buff it in. If you have paste lying on your wood surface, it can affect how the paste goes on or doesn't go on. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and I'm going to go ahead and wax the other side. So that'll be done. We don't have to worry about it, and I won't forget. So we'll buff it in real good. And close that back up because we are done with it. We won't need to use it anymore. I think on the white side, I'm going to use our Autumn Phrases. I did another project with them, and I used our transfer scissors and cut along the line, which you can do, or you can leave them whole. Personal preference, again. but at the time I just used the one, so I thought it would be easier to have them cut apart. And let's go ahead and put the other one on. Remove that one, the top one, over just a little bit. If you're catching the replay, I hope you will type replay in the comments so I'll know that you were able to catch the replay. Now I'm just going over the silk screen area just to make sure that I have all the air bubbles out. If you have air bubbles anywhere where your silk screen is, it can let the paste or ink go up under your transfer, and you want to avoid that if you can. So I thought I would do the words in our papaya. So let's go ahead and do that. Just take your color and just run it over the area. Being careful not to get any of your paste anywhere you don't want it to be. Now when you're, typically the paste is more temporary because you can remove it from reusable surfaces. And I have known people to actually sand the paste off of wood so they could reuse the wood surface. I personally have not tried it, but I do know of several other people that have done it with really good results. Okay, and then our last. Now the last one I'm just going to do all in papaya. When I first saw my upline doing this on video, just make sure you put all your excess back in your jar. And I'm going to do Shimmer Harvest for the little embellishments, and I'm using our multi-tool. But when I first saw my upline, her live videos, that got me wanting to do it. I had been looking for another craft that I could do because I suffer from neuropathy. It's not from diabetes, but they're not quite sure what it's from. And I can't feel my hands the majority of the time, so I get a little heavy-handed with certain things. So I had been looking for a different kind of craft to do other than my Cricut, and when I saw this chalk craft, I was like, yeah, I bet I could do that. So if something's going on with you and you don't think you can do it for whatever reason, just know that you probably can. Give it a chance. Try it, and you might surprise yourself. Okay, and I need to go back up here because I missed my little and. Let me get this is our detail tool. It's pretty nice, like to get in the corners, to get up underneath the transfer so you can lift it off. And I'm working toward the center. That's our first one. Put it over here, spray it with water until we're done. There's our second. And our last one. So those are ready. Their water's been sprayed on them. So we're going to just let them sit while we do the other side. And that's what we have so far. Now, since this isn't going to be touching my mat, I'm not going to dry it before I begin on the other side. So let's turn it this way. I also didn't fuzz those because I have used those particular transfers quite a bit. And I didn't feel like it needed to be fuzzed at all. So I am going to fuzz this one. I haven't used this one as often. And let's get this placed. Run your fingers along to get air bubbles. And I'm just gonna do this in white. I just wanted to keep the board natural instead of painting it tonight. So just take your paste. Now today we did get most of our Halloween decorations put in the yard. We still have a big that spider to hang. He's been painted and Kindle rigged some lights to it, so the spider has 8 red eyes. I think it's going to look really good once it's on the web and lit up. So just remove any of your excess and scrape back into your jar. go ahead and close these other two colors up since we're done. And I'm again working to the center. I'm going to put this over here, spray it with water. Put that away. And let's go ahead and close up our white. I am not ready to do Christmas crafting. Let me get through Halloween. Let me enjoy Halloween. And then maybe we'll start some Christmas crafting. So here's the finished product. That little ghost is so cute. And here's our fall. So all you gotta do is just, whichever one you want facing forward, there you go. Very quick project. So let me put that there. And let's get the transfers over here and get these cleaned. Taking a paper, just a dry paper towel, and just going over each one. It gets up a lot of the paste. A lot of the color. That way when I put my board eraser to it, the board eraser doesn't keep a lot of the color. Stays cleaner longer. Okay, so I got my board eraser, I wet it, and I'm just taking it across my transfer, doing it a couple different ways, because sometimes the paste can get trapped, and if you don't, you want to just make sure that you've got it all out. So that's completely clean, ready to be dried and put back on the backer sheet. I would appreciate it if you could share the video, follow the page, I really enjoy crafting, and I have found that I enjoy doing the lives better than what I thought I would. It can be a little intimidating to begin with. But with as much as I like crafting, it's nice to be able to share my love for it with all of you guys. And I hope I can give you some ideas maybe. And maybe I may try something that doesn't work and that will save you from doing the same thing and it not working for you. That's fine with me too. Okay, so all transfers are clean. I'm just gonna leave them here, let them air dry and I'll put them back on their backer sheet after they dry. And that, my friends, is all I have for tonight. I hope you will be able to join me tomorrow night again. And haven't just decided what I'm going to do. I may make a scarecrow. So until tomorrow night, have a great night, a good Sunday, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you.